Hey everybody, it's May from May Designs, and tonight I need to set up something new that I have created. It is my A5 wellness planner. So if that seems interesting and you're looking for a long chatty video, then this is the one. So just stay tuned. Okay, friends, so I did not realize I had been gone this long. Normally, I'm MIA, doing my thing, creating something to come back and show you guys, but I have never been gone like almost 7 weeks. I believe this Saturday it's 7 weeks, and I am sorry. I do apologize. A lot has been going on, and I may share some of it in this video. Excuse me, but I may not. Just put it this way: I'm doing okay, but there is a lot going on with my health and with my business. So let's get into all that when we start actually like planning. This is one of my old planner covers for an A5 rings. It's a Kiki K. They don't make this anymore. So basically, I just stuck a little dollar store legal pad over here, and I stuck a basic dollar. No, I think I got this one from Walmart in the back. I put one of my favorite, you know, Sarasa Grands over here. I have my insurance card because this will be going to doctor's appointments with me. Lots and lots of doctor's appointments. And I've got some like little Winnie the Pooh page flags. So let me go ahead and walk through this planner, and then as we're walking through it, I'll tell you like some of the things I've been up to. Let's start with like all the happy stuff first, right? So I have another channel, Black Mountain Faith, and I have been doing clip art where I was purchasing it from people, but it was getting difficult to find it for every book of the Bible. And then me and Max put our heads together, and we decided to, try out some of these AI clip art creating type softwares. And you guys, I fell in love. So all of these little images you see here, with the help of the AI program that I chose to use and purchased, on a subscription, I have created like all kinds of little icons and turned them into stickers and just been having fun, right? That's part of the reason why I've been gone so long. I've been just like doing a lot of things behind the scenes. And then honestly, in the faith shop, I have a lot of things on subscription. And you guys, I cannot say thank you enough. I cannot keep anything in stock. I am literally outside every day printing and cutting and mailing. And I mean, it is, it's been a journey. It really has. So, the last time I talked to you guys, I had pneumonia, and it went from there. Some things have came up. I know that a lot of you know I had a gastric bypass 23 years ago, and it's done a lot to my body. Well, I had you know, when you get in your 50s and older, we all do like at-home screenings for our health, and it came back and found something. Then they're not sure what, but it did, elevate the biomarkers. And so I am now having to go through a battery of some tests, some procedures, and some lifestyle changes. I already knew I needed to. I had been battling it for the last year, like, nah, I don't want to, but it's up against the wall now. I have to do it. So I figured I'm going to create something super cute, and that way it'll keep me, focused and motivated to stay in it. So this is just like a little dashboard, and as you can see, I laminated my acetate, um, and I created some little, A5 inserts here, So in March, I put a little ab roller doodle bear. I did little doodle bears on the front of every month of the year for some of the exercise equipment that I have in my new fitness room. But I don't want to look at it as just a fitness journey. It's more like a wellness journey. It is truly a lifestyle change I'm having to go through here. Like, I'm having to go gluten-free. I'm having to test my blood sugar now as well as my blood pressure. a lot of herbal supplements, some essential oils, lots of new vitamins, gluten-free diet, y'all. Oh my gosh, just like a lot. So this is the front of March, and this is a very basic little spread, right? So you got your 2-page monthly that is dated. So, you know, you got your grid that you can write down, like, I got some schmutz on it. Some, like, fitness goals or wellness goals, and then, you know, put in your monthly plans or whatever. And then you got a 2-page spread of just the grid, right? And then it just goes into a very simple weekly here, right? And they're undated. So it kind of takes the pressure off. Like if you screwed up one week, which is what I am famous for. Let me move that divider. You know, I can just take one of these pages right here out. It's undated, so it comes with 5 weeks a month. And, you know, I was saying the last time I did one of these undated planners, if there's only 4 weeks that month, you just take this one page, you know, in the center out one of them before you decorate it or whatever. And that way you end up the right way, because at the end of the month, it's just a blank grid, you know, and it starts the next month. So it is undated. It's open grid. You can write in, put icons, you know, labels, whatever you like. But this is where I need to focus. And so I did it like this. You know, maybe there's somebody out there who's having to learn how to do a gluten-free diet, because you guys, I have no idea, other than I heard the bread sucks. But this is the way I look at it. I got to do something. I've got to do what my doctors want, and I got to do something for myself, you know. So I'm tracking calories, fat grams, protein grams, and carbs, and I've got Monday, you know, through Sunday. Like I said, it's just undated. That's just a simple spread. It ends up with a grid at the end. So you could put in your weight, you could put in pictures, you could put in something that motivates you, maybe a couple recipes, whatever you like. You could use these inserts, since they are grid on the back, and, you know, before the week actually starts, it's a blank grid here, right? Because that's just the monthly. You get, like, however many months you choose. You know, it's the 2-page spread, and then it ends with a grid. This is how the weekly inserts start, and this is how they end. So you could use this for, like, whatever you wanted. It's just, I'm going to tell you, that's what's printed on there, you know, when you buy the wellness inserts. So here is the April. Same setup. It's just, it is a dated monthly. Here is the May with the hula hoop, because I'm really bad with balance, and they thought this would be a good idea. Let's see, did I skip one? No. June is the protein shake. July is just walking. August is dumbbells. I do have those in my room. The stability ball, like I said, I'm really bad with balance. So this is something they're wanting me to do. I bought me a boxing machine. I'm super excited about it. And then I ended up, November is like yoga. And December is workout videos. How many of us got Zumba and Taibo and all that, you know? And I did go ahead and, like, hook myself up and made myself a January with the resistance bands and the exercise bike, right? So this is what I've came up with for me. Okay, so I decided, all right, I'm going to do this. This is what I want to do. And if you were to purchase these, guys, y'all would get the nice thick May paper. But I wanted the whole year in here, so I did it on just, like, lighter paper. It's still that May light paper, but it's not 147 GSM. So then I went ahead and made me some cute little icons. Now, I'm gonna preface this video with saying, I don't care if anyone buys any of this or not. This is just, it's going to be content on the channel. It's going to be stuff I'm using. So if you want it, it's in the website. If not, who cares? It's cute. Alright, so I made a blood pressure. And y'all will be seeing that one a lot. Doctor's appointments. Isn't it cute? Refill the pill box. Because I totally suck at it. Scale. And they're all kawaii, because I just think it's cute. I like my graphics when it comes to, like, my planner kits to be very mature, but I do like these little cutesy icons. I'm sorry, guys. Medication, vitamins, protein shake, steps, hot tea. And this is, I don't expect anyone to purchase this. This is something that Alex sent to me. Let me see. I've got my bottle here that's unopened. She sent me this last night, and I tried it today, and I really like it, and I was super excited last night, and I made myself a sticker. It's to help with nutrition and absorption, and It helps with cancer cells and things like that. So I'm like really excited to have that. And I can't thank you enough. Okay, so this one is like doTERRA tea. Um, I have these On Guard soft blend, protective blend gels, but also to help with my immune system. I have the essential oils, and I love the way it smells, and it doesn't taste bad either. So I've been putting that in hot tea, and then they're wanting me to drink ginger tea. Lots and lots of ginger tea. So I've just been making icons of like everything they wanted. We bought a tea kettle because I've actually been getting into just black tea with honey, no sugar, no creamer, no nothing. Blood sugar, I went and got my new meter today. Drink water. I consider nails part of my wellness because it makes me happy. Coffee, and then all the little doodle bears doing all kinds of different workouts, whether I use that stuff or not. I turn them into, little stickers. I think they're so cute. So there's a walking pad, a foam roller. Oh, I need the smoothie over here. Step aerobics, the protein shake. I think I need that one over. No, I got the protein shake a different way. Pilates, yoga, the stability ball, drink water, the elliptical. That's my new machine I want to get. A rebounder. Of course, the workout video. Jump rope. I am not brave enough yet. Lunges, rowing machine. I don't have one of those, but the ab roller does the same thing. Spin class for those who do cycling like outside of their home. Pilates ring, boxing, the dumbbells. Another workout video. Good Lord, how many of those I print? Go for a walk, a kettlebell, which I do have, and chair aerobics, which I have every intention of doing, and then a stationary bike. So I have lots and lots of little icons. So I was like, okay, I am going to want to decorate my monthly because, like I said, this is going to be content on the channel. I don't think that this content will probably be for everyone, but I'm just going to be very, very honest. I am a person who has worked very, very hard at every job I've ever had. I worked a lot of jobs in the past, like multiple jobs a day. Was always on the go, focused on others, and didn't take care of myself. And it has caught up with my body, and it is causing problems. So, if you're in the boat where it doesn't matter what day of the year it is, you have to just start thinking about your well-being, what you're putting into your body, what's going on with your body, and things like that, then this is the content for you. Let's go on a journey here, and maybe you guys can teach me how to do a gluten-free diet without wanting to, wig out because I'm kind of nervous. So, like I said, these are the inserts I created. And then I was like, yep, I'm going to want me some cuteness. So what I did was, let's look at March, right? So March is the ab roller. So that's like the fitness aspect that I'm focusing on for the month. So I decided to make, I took that same little doodle bear and I turned him into a monthly spread here. I do have my cute new little icons that we've been creating, and I just chose 4 colors I thought were cute, and it's like that for every month. Actually, I can show y'all. Hang on. Okay, so we saw the ab roller here, and the ab roller is here on the March. So when we look at April, he's on the treadmill, right? So we have the treadmill and kind of like this rainbow kind of style colorway, which I thought was super cute. So in May, we're hula hooping, and there we go with the hula hoops. And like I said, this is not for everyone, but I just think it will keep me motivated. This is the protein shake. So we have the protein shake doodle bear. And then we have like the smoothie and a different protein shake, right? Because they're the icons I've been creating, the ones I will use. So in July, we're on, just like a walking mat. And so I thought that was kind of cute. And let's see. For August, we have the dumbbells, right? So then that's like the August kit. These are very, very light colors. I thought they were super pretty. Just reminded me of like light summer pastels. So you have the resistance ball, and then, like the pinks and blues here. So cute. Then we have the boxing. So we actually have like the little wall boxing machine and the little bear getting after it. I think it's too cute. Then we have yoga. So this colorway, another little purpley and rainbow background there. And then this one right here is the workout video, right? Can't wait to start reusing my Zumba stuff. and then this would be the monthly. So like I said, this is something I created for myself. That's why I went so far as to go all the way through the rest of the year. I didn't, start for January, February next year, but to be able to put something with my tabs, I did create them for me. However, I also did, okay, so we've got our little March guy back here, right? So that's his little monthly, and then here's like the washi for his little unused days. It says focus on abs and stay focused. I just think it's cute. So of course they would go right in here. And then I have date dots in the 4 colors of the little kit that I'll be able to put onto my, weekly spread here since they're undated. And then I just basically got some like labels to write in what I want. And I think I'm going to print this off for every week of the month, where I can write in my steps. I've got my smoothie, my protein shakes, my water, my vitamins, my medicine, my workout I did for the day, what we ate or what I ate, is the main meal. Appointments. I even have a dentist on there, and one of the scales that says this week. So I just thought it was super cute. And in the center, there's a refill pill box, because we all need to do that no matter what each week. Well, unless you're lucky. My blood pressure, my blood sugar, and then like some essential oils, because that's part of wellness. You just want everything to smell good around you, right? So, like I said, guys, I have been sick. I knew I had a low immune system. I know I've had some gastric problems. But when you do an at-home screening and, some health tests, and then the biomarkers show that they find something, it's kind of scary. And so I'm going to be visiting a specialist, a gastroenterologist, and, just a dietitian, a nutritionist, just all kinds of stuff. So this is what I created to just keep me engaged, to be able to, what did I do? Mitzi's little hair. To be able to track everything that they're wanting me to tell them on these visits when I come in for these procedures and things like that. And so, yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I'm not scared. I'm not nervous. I'm just like, it's one thing to say that you want to start taking care of your health and then like fall off. Like when we all do planners, we kind of like fall off. We don't stay committed to it. Well, this is one time where I'm like, yeah, I've done that too many times, and look at where it's gotten me. So in order to continue feeling as good as I do right this minute and to feel better, this is what I've came up with. So let's go ahead and set up my monthly. I definitely want to do that while we're on this video, and then we'll come back, I guess. I'll probably continue planning. I'll plan out this week, and you guys will see that part tomorrow. How about that? So, yeah, let's go ahead and move this out of my way for a second. So, they're also wanting me to take like 10,000 milligrams of vitamin D because I'm so low. And so is my vitamin C, of course, some other vitamins. But orange juice happens to just really, really hurt my stomach. So I agreed to drink 2 ounces, and they want me to drink the orange juice at the same time I take my vitamin D. So I found a little 2-ounce mug. So I take 5,000 in the morning and 5,000 in the evening when I'm going to bed. So I thought that was the cutest little mug. I was like, all right, I can do it. And 2 ounces, that's still enough to trigger my stomach to be like, we ain't keeping it in, but it's a good way to start. So, because he was like, how much juice do you drink? And I'm like, none. Absolutely no juice. He's like, okay, well, how much dairy do you drink? And I'm like, other than coffee creamer, none. I don't do anything you're supposed to do, which is not good at all. So, yeah. I'm going to start, hopefully, changing all that. And I just, just pray for me, friends, because at this point, I am a little nervous of what they're going to find. This is what I truly believe. I don't believe I have cancer. I don't believe that's what they're going to find. I believe they're going to find a problem from my gastric bypass, like I've torn something or something is wrong. You know what I mean? And the biggest fear I have at the moment is going to sleep for the surgery, because I don't wake up from the anesthesia very well. I really, really don't. And that's absolutely got me pretty much terrified. So, yeah, just say a prayer for me, because I'm being a big old sissy about it, and I'm scared. I'm not going to lie. I go on Wednesday to have a long consultation and suggestions of what types of procedures and tests they want to start with. So, I'll know more information next week in my plan with me. But in the meantime, they've been calling pretty steady, asking me if I would implement, some changes to my diet before I even show up, and if I could keep a track of certain things like, when you have a gastric bypass, you have a tendency not to be able to keep food in. Well, I've had to get dentures. I rotted my teeth out from, expelling food so much every single day for the last 20 some years. And she was like, really, 20? So I was like, I'm not even exaggerating. I really wish I was. I'm not. She was like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can't help. I don't want that one there. That's going to look odd. I might print another one to be able to have two. So anyway, she was like, okay, well then, we want you to start taking your blood sugar, like when you feel like you need to go to the bathroom and basically vomit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's called dumping syndrome, but it's not. It's rough. It tears up your GI tract, and it does a lot of damage when your stomach is doing that every single day. And so now they're wanting to see, excuse me, if it has anything to do with my blood sugar at the time that happens. And I'm like, okay. So I went and got the blood sugar meter today, and I took it, and I have to actually record what it was. They want me to take my blood sugar 3 times a day for a week, and I'm like, okay, that's different. They want me to take my blood pressure 3 times a day for the next week, and I'm like, okay. Anytime a food, I'm supposed to start trying all kinds of new foods, because if you watch this channel, I don't eat anything but SpaghettiOs. Every once in a while, I'll try to eat for dinner what I fix everybody else, and you guys, it just doesn't stay in. It's not like I want to eat SpaghettiOs, because at the end of the day, I don't even really like them. Who wants to eat the same daggone thing every day? It's just, I don't want to have to go to the bathroom and be sick, I drink coffee, because something warm in my stomach helps the stomach's cramps, because I do have 72 staples still in my stomach, and that's where I think basically the problem is. I don't have a stomach per se anymore. It was stapled off. It's a dead organ basically in me, and I think that, well, you guys know what it's like when you go to the bathroom and you're like, you're sick. It pulls all in your diaphragm and everything, and I think I have done something over the years to that. That's what I think. And staples can rust, and things like that. I mean, and my brother was like, what do you mean you don't have a stomach? I was like, I don't. The way that they did it was, here's your mouth, right? It goes in your mouth, goes down your esophagus, and then it's supposed to go into your stomach, right? Well, they separate my stomach from my esophagus. That's over here, and it's stapled off, right? And it just bypasses. They made like a small little stomach, a small little pouch, a sleeve here, double banded at the base of my esophagus, and it goes straight into my intestinal tract. I don't have a stomach anymore. I have heartburn literally every day. Nothing I take over the counter helps it. The reason I got so excited about that stuff that Alex sent me was because today, for the first time ever, I've not had heartburn. And it wasn't even a reason why she sent it to me. It just happened to be like a happy accident that, yeah, I didn't have it. And just that alone, I'm like, I will take 10 drops a day just to not have heartburn. Can you guys imagine having horrible heartburn for 23 straight years? I mean, you just get to the point where you get used to it. There's so many things that go on with me all the time, but if you sit and tell people, they're like, yeah. We've heard it. It's like you're a hypochondriac. They don't want to hear it no more. And it's just like, okay, so you keep it to yourself. You try to tell doctors, and doctors kind of pass you off. They're like, well, your vitamin D is low, but you are like 50 and in menopause, so no big deal. Well, no, it's actually a big deal. And so, shock on him, when the test came back, his whole attitude changed. Immediately started sending me up referrals for specialists and everything. I was like, I'm trying to tell you, dude. I don't live in the state anymore where I had the surgery, so I can't go to the gastroenterologist that actually did my surgery 23 years ago. I don't even know if the man's still in practice, I've been in a catch-22 for quite a while. My hands go numb. I get sick all the time. I'm just tired of it. And I know this is like ranting and raving, but I'm just saying this is what it's about, and I'm up against the wall. I was telling a friend today, I don't even care if they ask me to be a vegetarian. It's just be like it's something different. You have to retrain your stomach, or what you consider to have a stomach these days, to take new food, and that means you're gonna have bad cramps and be very violently sick every time you try to eat something new. And trust me, they don't do the surgery the way I had it anymore for a reason, okay? For a reason. 6 months after I had mine, my friend had it, and they didn't even do her surgery the same way as me. She can do so much more, eat more, be able to drink more, do all kinds of stuff that, I couldn't even think to do. My dad's boss had it 6 weeks after me. That man didn't even make it out of the hospital. The mortality rate was pretty high. And in your early 20s, when a doctor suggests something for weight loss, you're like, oh yeah, cool. And you don't think it through. And it has a lot. Even, even some of my friends who've had it like in the last decade, where they have greatly changed the surgery, are still suffering with a lot of problems. So, like, if you've had the gastric bypass, in the comments, tell me, what has your experience been? Is it just that mine's bad, or, like, are you vitamin deficient as well? Do you have trouble absorbing medication? Do you have trouble keeping food down, even following the diet? I mean, I followed that diet for so long, y'all. It just... So, I'm going to go ahead and put that I have a doctor's appointment right here on the 4th. I'm going to use this Sarasa dry. So like I said, I don't have the super thick May paper because I wanted all my inserts in. So I'll put Dr. Mink at 8 a.m. Alright, so that is my setup here, right? So, hang on one second. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I had to go heat up my coffee. I was like, I'm allowed one more cup of coffee tonight. I think what I'm going to do is, even though I've got, like, all the cute trash cans, the nails, well, I will put in the nails. So I got them done today, which is Thursday. So that means I will need to get them done somewhere around the 12th and the 26th. That I'm okay with. I have some more doctor's icons right here to be able to put in my monthly. So I'm okay with that, to put that to the side. I'm not going to put trash and stuff like that. I cannot remember when Belle Belle's groom is. I always put groom. I figure if I get my nails done and she gets hers done, she can be in the wellness as well. I think what I'm going to do is come up with some goals of some things I want to slowly start making a habit of. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get some colored pens here that kind of match. Let's see. How thin does that write? I haven't used this pen in a long time. That's bright. That's cool. I can use it. Alright, so... Well... Is it just my eyes, or was that light? So let's say goal number 1. Alright, and we'll write in a different color. Well... maybe we'll do goal number 2. And goal number 3. But they're not as dark as that one, so let's make them that dark. There we go. Then over here, I'll just put whatever I want to. Alright, so... I know that one of the first goals I want to do is I want to actually drink a smoothie every day, because that's how I'm getting in a lot of the ginger and some of the protein powder, some of the additional protein powder. So drink 1 smoothie daily. And I've been kind of lackadaisical on it, because by the time I drink some of the protein and the orange juice, my stomach's just like, we don't want no more. So I get like really, really bad at it, because I'm like, my stomach is just like really, really hurting me. I'm looking for the protein one. Let's see. Where is the protein one? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Come on now. Here we go. Here's the protein one. Alright. Okay. And I need to do my protein shake daily. Almost misspelled daily, y'all. Let's see. I don't know how I'm gonna mark this. That I'm going to a gluten-free diet. What kind of little icon could I use for a gluten-free diet? Trying to think here. Huh. What could I do? Actually, I could do a little silverware, could I? Yeah, I'm gonna do a little silverware here. Okay. Let's say switch to gluten-free diet. Ooh, so many changes. But you know, between the orders I'm getting over in the fish shop, I ain't got much time to be thinking about it, y'all. I really don't. So there are a few things that I want to focus on every day. I'm going to try to actually start drinking more water. I am drinking more tea and less coffee, so that's kind of cool. But, you know, there are days where I fall down on it. Like today was way more coffee and absolutely no tea. And, you know, no protein shake, smoothie, anything like that. You know, it just is what it is. It's a battle. It's like every day you have to remind yourself that you have to do this, and it's kind of hard. So yeah, I'm trying to remember, you know, I gotta really be on top of this. But it's like a whole lifestyle change. It's not even like trying to set up habits. It's just like it's a whole lifestyle change. And I'm gonna fail at times, but that doesn't mean I have to fail every day, you know? And I'm trying to get my little ginger tea here. Remember, I have to be drinking that little bugger. And then I want my row sticker I made for that supplement. It had a really good taste, y'all. I'm going to tell you what. And I had a good day with it. I had way less heartburn. It was actually really nice. I'm not going to lie to you. Alright, so where did I put that little row sticker, y'all? I know I showed it to y'all, didn't I? Hang on, I'm gonna find it. Oh my gosh, the darn thing was right in front of me the whole time. Yes, it was. Alright. And Daddy even took it this morning, too. Because that was another reason why Alex sent it to us. Is because, you know, Daddy possibly has cancer. I possibly whatever, you know. She sent, her and her boyfriend sent it to us. And Daddy even did it this morning. Speaking of Daddy, Daddy has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. We have to go up there at 10:30. So let me go. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, well, I'm just going to put this here. Actually, what I'll do is I'll make a note that February... What is tomorrow? 27th? 26th? Hang on. Okay, so it's the 27th at 10:30 for Daddy. The VA. And... we put labs and primary and physical. I'm sorry. So with this primary care physician. So I've got that on there, and I'll know that when I get home tomorrow, I'll put his next one because we got a lung scan coming up either at the end of this month or in April. See, there's just a lot of things we need to be tracking. So I'm gonna put drink more water. Record daily. Even though I gotta do it 3 times a day for a week, I just still want to start keeping a track of it in case maybe my blood sugar is dipping. I've had hypoglycemia in the past. I haven't been told that in so many years, but I haven't had that checked in so long that I don't know. Maybe the blood sugar dipping has something to do with me not being able to keep food down when I eat. I don't know. excuse me, I'm gonna record daily my blood pressure. Oh, it fit, yay. Take over my meds because Max was dealing them out, but it's not working, so they're gonna be sitting in here with the rest of my meds, and I'm gonna be taking them over. Ginger 2 times daily, and build up to 1 teaspoon. And I'm gonna build up very slowly because I don't want any of it to go to waste. Start out with 10 drops, and you can build yourself up to just under a little teaspoon. It comes with the cutest little spoon. That's why I put one on there. And I daily, I want to like make a note of how did I feel today. I want to keep track of my moods, things like that. But you guys, this is what's been going on with me. Like I said, I've been telling y'all bits and pieces over the years. You know, my health is kind of in the gutter. I know I need to be taking care of it. Plus, on top of it, guys, I was a truck driver for so long, and you can imagine what that does to your body before anything else, you know? So, I know I need a knee replacement, but I've been putting that off because I'm too scared to go under anesthesia. It's come to the point where my gastric bypass, and it's just too much. I cannot live like this no more. It's no quality of life. It's not. And I had been praying about it, like, please, Lord, just somehow make all this go away or get better. And so the biomarkers went crazy on a test, and it finally got my doctor to be like, yeah, we need to actually send you to a specialist and see what this bypass has done to your body. So this is my monthly spread. I will be writing some more information in here after I go to the doctor's appointment. There's a lot of things. I kind of like put my phone on record these days if Max doesn't go with me, and let the doctors talk. That way when I come home, I can listen to it and I can make notes of what I need to remember, because generally they give me a piece of paper and it's got like so many meds, and they write out like the full name of something I've never taken before, or a vitamin I've never even heard of before. I mean, we've all heard of vitamin D and stuff like that, but they'll like get very, very specific, like vitamin K is for this, and you would buy this over the counter. And I'm like, what? And it makes no sense. So I'm thinking like what they're wanting me to add, what they want me to take away, what the game plan is for this month is going to go here. And so yeah, the next video you see tomorrow will probably be a really quick one where I don't have all this information, you know, for here, Monday through Thursday, but I can at least start tracking some of these things. That's what I'm wanting to get to. It'll probably be a while before I actually do. I might even just put an icon over these things, like, you know, did I, you know, it could be like a doodle bear could go over there. Did I get on my bike this week? This, that, or the other. That could always be covered up. That's actually a pretty good idea. But I'm hoping to get myself to the point where I'm actually tracking this type of stuff. I'm not so much after losing weight. I'm very much after being able to eat healthy. Well, let's just be honest. Just be able to eat anything to keep it down, you know? And then focus on choosing healthy at the same time. So yeah, this was my little setup. That's what's been going on. And this will be weekly content. And I will be bringing back the recipe journal where I was putting in recipes to start writing down some of the foods that, you know, I make at home that's either gluten-free or adjusted to be more healthy, less sugar, whatever. I'll be bringing that back too, so that will be additional content. So until I see you guys in the next video, I wish you well. Bye.